Alright, we are going to talk about expressions. We're going to talk about how we combine terms in expressions, or combine like terms. Okay, so I'm going to write up an expression on the board. 3a, and I would encourage you to put this in your notes, plus 4x minus a plus 5x minus 4. Okay, and we're going to combine the like terms. Well, in order to be able to combine the like terms, we need to know what the terms are. So just like when we were identifying what terms were in an expression, we're going to split this expression up into terms. And how do we do that? Well, we look for the plus and minus signs, or the addition and subtraction signs, and we split it up literally by putting a bar right in front of the operation. So here's a plus sign, or an addition sign. We're going to put a line right in front of that. Okay, we're going to go to the next subtraction sign. We're going to put a line right in front of that. The addition sign, put a line right in front of that. And this subtraction sign, we're going to put a line right in front of that. Okay, and now we are going to find the terms that are like terms. Okay, like terms are when you have terms that have the same variable combinations. Okay, so we look at 3a, or this first, second, third, fourth, and fifth term. Okay, well, this first term is like terms with the third term because they both have the same variable. Okay, and this term, the third term, is unique because it doesn't have a number in front of it. Well, we know that the coefficient to a variable that's all by itself is 1, because if we gave a value such as 2 and we needed to multiply it by something and still get a result of 2, well, we would take 2 times 1. So whenever I see a variable all by itself, I just put a 1 there because I know that that 1 is understood. And then you add those like terms. So 3a minus 1a is 2a. Okay, now I'm going to find another set of like terms. Well, the second term and the fourth term are like terms because they both have an x as a variable. So we can add those like terms as well. 4x plus 5x is 9x, positive 9x. So we've used this term, we've used this term and this term, and I like to cross them off so I know that I don't forget one. So we're left with negative 4, or minus 4 here. Well, it's not like terms with anything, so we're just going to throw it on the end. So our simplified expression is 2a plus 9x minus 4. Okay? And this expression is still equal to the expression we had at the beginning. It's just simplified. It's kind of like simplifying a fraction. Okay? If we had 2/4, we wouldn't write it as 2/4. We wouldn't write 2 over 4. We would want to simplify that and write 1 over 2 by dividing by 2 on the top and the bottom to get 1 over 2. Okay, same thing. We're just simplifying this expression so all of the like terms are together. Okay, we call it combining like terms. Let's try another one. (14x plus 2y minus 5x plus 2). Okay, so the first thing you do is split up the terms. Find the addition sign, line right in front of that. Find the next addition or subtraction sign, line right in front of that. Find the next addition and subtraction sign, line right in front of that. Okay, now we find which terms are like terms. Well, like terms have the same variable combinations. So the first term is like terms with the third term because they both have an x. Both have an x. So we're going to combine those terms by taking 14x minus 5x. 14 minus 5 is 9, and the variable was x. We don't really do anything with the variable, it just comes along. Okay, so I've used the first and the third term. Positive 2y. Is there any other terms with a y in it? No, there's not. So I'm just going to bring this second term down. And positive 2. Is there any other terms that don't have a variable on it? Nope. So we're just going to bring down plus 2. So our simplified expression is 9x plus 2y plus 2. Let's try one more. 3ab plus 2a plus 3b plus 4a. Okay? Same thing, we're going to split up the terms. So find the addition sign, put a line right in front of it. Find the next addition sign, put a line right in front of it. Find the next addition sign, put a line right in front of it. Okay? That may seem silly to do that every time, but I promise you, it will make more sense. You will get more correct. Okay? Because it's just a good way to organize yourself before you combine the like terms. Okay? So we're going to find the terms that are like terms, or in other words, have the same variable combinations. Okay, this one's interesting, this first term, because it has two variables. Well, in order to be a like term with any of the other terms in it, it needs to have the exact same variables. So this has AB. Does any of the other terms have AB in them? Well, this second term has an A, but it doesn't have a B, so they're not like terms. And this third term has a B, but doesn't have an A with it. So it's not AB like the first term. So the third term is not like terms with the first term. And the last term is just A. It doesn't have a B again. So it can't be like terms with the first term. The fourth term and the first term are not like terms. So this 3AB is going to be all by itself. Okay, 3AB. The next one, second term, is like terms with the fourth term because they both have the variable A. So we do 2A plus 4A. 2 plus 4 is 6, positive 6, and then the variable is A. So the second and fourth terms go away. The last term we have is 3B. There's nothing to add it to. Okay? It's not like terms with any other term in the expression. So we're going to do plus 3b. Okay, that's how we combine like terms. We split the expression up into its terms, and we find all of the terms in the expression that have the same variable combinations. For example, the second and the fourth term here in this last expression had the same variable A. So instead of writing them separately, we just combine them so we could simplify that expression into a smaller expression. Okay, again, if you have questions, make sure that you ask them. Make sure that all these examples get in your notes. If you would like to see more examples, make sure you watch the videos below this one, and that should help you on your practices.